Oh, hello. Hello, Self. Hello, Ohana. Hello, Infinite Cosmos. The sun is out. It's such a beautiful day. Gonna get to actually sunning the entire body. Because it's really important. Um, as I've been learning from, I call him Papa Jack Cruz. He's a neurosurgeon who has many ideas. And again, remember, the point of things is not to agree with someone completely or disagree with them, but he's looking at light, especially, and ultraviolet light, and looking at the fact that we have receptors in our bodies and what is it there for, and how might we be missing that in our lives? How might our body be different than we think in terms of material being? And I'm saying this because there's things that I've been gravitating towards. Like, what if we're not just a mechanical bellows breathing air in and out, but we're actually breathing in experiences, inspiring, inspiration, and expiring every time? What if our heart isn't just a pump, but rather a vortex that spins the blood around, that actually moves it differently? What if our blood isn't just to carry oxygen, but rather is part of our electromagnetic system and is actually connecting a giant antenna to us? What if our skin isn't the kind of boundary that we think? What if what we think is good isn't necessarily bad? What we consider disease is actually the resolution of disease. What if the microbiome is so much more important than we think, and we're noticing it more now? The sterility we've created isn't actually creating health. It may be creating what we seems like the absence of dis-ease for a while, but are we just putting off and then compounding something for later? And then what if even all these devices, which are so beautiful at connecting us, also disconnecting us from life because of all this EMF smog and all these different antennas try to increase our speed, is actually interfering with our connection with not just sun, infinite cosmos, but each other. So I'm playing with all that and then being reunited with the sun. And it's funny enough because I did those experiments way back when I was younger on ultraviolet radiation and ultraviolet radiation part 2, looking at aquaculture and its effects on aquaculture. And so I'm just saying all that because, man, how many of us are disconnected from the natural world? And I love that I've got the practices such as breath work and everything else. And nothing can beat nature for reconnecting, which is why we're going to be having this retreat in September in the wilds of British Columbia. That's why so many of these seminars and things I look at, I'm like, do I really want to do that because it's in the hotel ballroom or something? Like, I'm done with being in hotel ballrooms for trainings. I really want to be in beautiful centers that are more connected with the land. And I think I can actually connect with the trainings better that way too. And how do we have a balance of information as well as beingness? And part of it for me is balancing it so I can actually partner with others. And how do I partner with others to make it work out well? So this is a little bit more rambling than I intended. It got started accidentally when I was actually trying to set myself up to get into the sun. And I'll stop it for now. And hopefully, if you've gotten to this point, you're going to get yourself off into the sun as soon as possible and off into full body exposure in the sun as soon as possible. Ciao for now.